Greece, a land of majestic mountains, sunny islands, and sparkling blue waters. But there's more to Greece than just its beautiful scenery. It's a place where history comes alive, where ancient ruins tell stories of the past. From the invention of democracy to the big ideas of Western philosophy, Greece's influence can be seen everywhere. Stories of gods and monsters, heroes and thinkers remind us of how strong humans can be and how fascinating Greece is. Ancient Greece isn't just in history books, it's in our words, our art, our buildings, and even the way we think about the world. It's a legacy that continues to amaze and inspire us. Long before the famous cities of Athens and Sparta, Greek civilization began on the islands of the Aegean Sea and the Peloponnesian Peninsula. Two impressive groups of people lived there, the Minoans and the Mycenaeans. The Minoans, named after the legendary king Minos, lived on the island of Crete. They built grand palaces, created a system of writing, and traded with faraway lands. Their art, with colorful paintings of everyday life, bull-jumping ceremonies, and mythical creatures, gives us a peek into their mysterious culture. The Mycenaeans, known for their warrior culture and massive buildings like the Lion Gate, lived on mainland Greece. Their epic stories, later written down by Homer, are still read today. After the Mycenaeans, Greece went through a period called the Greek Dark Ages. But from this dark time, independent city-states began to grow. Two of the most important were Athens and Sparta, each very different from the other. Athens, named after the goddess of wisdom, became known for its democracy, philosophy, and art. Great thinkers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle came from Athens, and their ideas still influence us today. The Parthenon, a beautiful temple, shows how skilled Athenian architects were. Sparta, on the other hand, was all about the military. Discipline, obedience, and strength were most important to them. Spartan warriors were famous for their bravery and fighting skills. Life in Sparta was tough, but it taught people to put duty in their city before themselves. In the 5th century BC, Greece faced a big threat, the Persian Empire. The Persian Wars were a huge fight between the mighty Persian Empire and the combined forces of the Greek city-states. From the brave Spartans at Thermopylae to the Athenian navy's victory at Salamis, the Greeks showed their courage and cleverness. After defeating the Persians, Athens entered a golden age. Led by Pericles, Athens became a center of art and learning. Writers like Sophocles and Euripides wrote famous plays, and philosophers like Socrates and Plato changed the way people thought. Sadly, this golden age didn't last. The Peloponnesian War, a long fight between Athens and Sparta, weakened both cities. But even during the war, Athens continued to produce amazing works of philosophy, literature, and drama. After the Peloponnesian War, a new power arose, Macedon. King Philip II and his son Alexander the Great united Greece and started conquering a huge empire. Alexander, taught by Aristotle, was a brilliant general. His armies went from Greece all the way to India, spreading Greek culture and language. This time is called the Hellenistic period. It was a mix of Greek, Egyptian, and Persian cultures, leading to new art, philosophy, and science. Alexander's empire didn't last long, but his influence was huge. The Hellenistic world became a place where different ideas and cultures mixed, preparing the way for the Roman Empire. After Alexander died, his empire broke apart and Greece became part of the Roman Republic. Even though they were conquered, Greek culture had a big impact on Rome. Roman emperors loved Greek art, literature, and philosophy. Greek thinkers and artists went to Rome, making the empire even richer with their knowledge and talent. Later, when the Roman Empire split, Greece became part of the Eastern Roman Empire, which we call the Byzantine Empire. Constantinople, the capital city, became a center of Christian learning, keeping Greek language and traditions alive. Byzantine scholars protected ancient Greek writings, and artists created beautiful icons and mosaics. In the 15th century, the Ottoman Turks conquered the Byzantine Empire. This started a new period in Greek history. Under Ottoman rule, things changed a lot. Mosques were built next to ancient temples, and the Greek Orthodox Church was not treated well. But the Greeks never gave up hope of being free. They held on to their language, culture, and religion. Secret schools taught Greek, and folk songs and dances became ways to show their national pride. In 1821, inspired by ideas of freedom, Greece fought for independence from the Ottoman Empire. This long and difficult war gained support from people all over Europe, including famous writers and artists like Lord Byron. After becoming independent, Greece faced new challenges, including political problems, economic hardship, and wars. In World War II, Greece bravely resisted the Axis powers. After the war, there was a civil war and a difficult time rebuilding the country. In 1981, Greece joined the European Union, which was a big change. This led to economic growth, more political stability, and closer relationships with other European countries. Today, Greece is a modern democracy, part of NATO and an important member of the European Union. From the Acropolis to the writings of Plato, ancient Greece still impacts us today. Its contributions to philosophy, democracy, art, architecture, literature, and science have shaped Western civilization. The poet Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote, "We are all Greeks." He meant that so much of our laws, literature, religion, and art comes from Greece. Greece's love of learning, its pursuit of excellence, and its belief in human potential continue to inspire us. The story of Greece shows how strong and creative humans can be, how we can overcome challenges, and how we can leave a lasting mark on the world. Even though ancient civilizations come and go, their legacies live on, shaping the world for generations to come.